Welcome to the Divide et Impera mod here, folks, for Rome 2. Now, of course, I'm never was a fan of this iteration of the Total War series. However, this mod changes everything. We're here actually with the army of Alexander the Great. This is the very beginning of his campaigns. These are his starting men, of course, and Alexander's back here. And essentially what we're trying to do is subjugate Thrace. Currently, we are attacking the Thracians, and I hope to come out with a victory. The odds are pretty even here, so I'm hoping we know what we're doing.
You are the beacons of glory for our people. When you march, men and women swoon for very different reasons. Now, prove your mettle. Conquer and gain your victory.
Alright, there we go, the words of Alexander himself. So I think first of all, we want to go ahead, toggle formation. I'm just going to keep the standard formation and create a selection group. And I would love to stay on top of this hill, but that's just not realistic. So let's just slowly move forward here, get into position here, get into formation. And I want to take a look and see what the Thracians have on offer. We might only be seeing their frontal units, but they've got some pretty brutal Thracian, I don't know what these things are called. I can't pronounce that. Blakoi, Bejoi. Just absolutely fearsome blades there. I guess those would be slashing weapons, but could also be stabbing weapons. Absolutely terrifying. So I just want to get into position, and then we'll decide exactly what we want to do as we approach here. Now, our cavalry is going to be really important in this battle. I think what I want to do is just rush with our cavalry over the left side, rush with the other cavalry over the right side. But I'm tempted to bring Alexander along, although it's probably best to keep him with the actual men. The actual work that I went into creating these individual units is incredible. That's one thing I love about this modification, just the fact that they really have gone into such detail to make an appropriate representation here. You know, everybody's pretty much got a different uniform. It's not the same uniform, because it just wouldn't be in this time. It'd be way too hard to get everybody with an exactly similar uniform. So I think I want to push forward with the phalanx first. We might harass them with our archers a bit. In fact, I'm going to start doing that, especially their spearman line here. So I'm going to go ahead, push forward. Are they on skirmisher mode? Yes. So let's just go ahead and tag them a bit. I see the enemy's got some cavalry over here as well. Not sure how good the Thracian cavalry is, but it is medium cavalry, so not exactly looking forward to dealing with it. Alright, almost in formation here on all sides. One thing about this particular mod is you can really draw a battle out. Just pepper these guys with some arrows.
We await your command.
And I'm going to start advancing. I'm not going to do a running advance, I'm just going to advance slowly. I'll also get into the phalanx formation here with most of my other men. And again, advance slowly. I'm hoping that our Greek phalanx can crush these Thracians, though I'm not entirely sure. So I'm going to push forward. Hopefully we'll come into contact with their cavalry, although I doubt it.
At your service. To arms. General.
Right, Alexander, you stay there.
Pikes at the ready. Phalanx. Run, shield pikes. Pikes ready. Yes, come on. Your orders.
Let's go, boys.
Cut them down, Commander. Attack their position. Your orders. Cut them down. Light hoplites.
And again, I'll just advance regularly with these guys. I'll also advance with our archers, or missile units rather, and go ahead and start peppering them.
Your orders.
Push that way. And push this way. Sort of like a little Zulu attack, trying to get those horns on either side and then slowly close in. There we go. I thought we were on skirmish mode. We are not. Let's toggle that skirmish mode. Same here.
Understood.
Allowed us to get a pretty good effect there on the enemy, though, knocking out at least their missile units, and I think our guys will probably give up the ghost pretty soon if we're not careful.
The men are wavering.
Yep, already some wavering there, although we are approaching. And I'm actually thankful that their cavalry are not reacting right now.
Back, warriors! Back! Hoplites! By your command! At the double!
Full grease. Okay, I spoke too soon. Now, of course, they're advancing. Let's get into the flying wedge formation. This is great at smashing cavalry. And go right for the jugular. So bring down these units here. Very close to making contact with our phalanx. We have to be prepared. Here we go. Hopefully it works. Alexander's mighty cavalry coming in for the attack. We do have some men wavering, but those are just archers, so let's hope it doesn't affect the outcome of the battle. I really hope not. I'm also hoping they don't get into the spears. Yeah, they're trying to run back to their spears. We're going to have to move back here. I don't know what our spearmen here are doing, but we'll try to actually catch their cavalry off guard. Let's see if we can take them down. For Macedon! Good work. We can even jump over here and try to take on the rest, but I think we should probably get the hell out of here with our cav right now. We've got them running, and those enemy spearmen are approaching. However, we will keep firing at the enemy over here, and let's see how the spearmen, the phalanx, I should say, here is doing pretty good. I want to charge right into the enemy over here. Let's take a good close look at our phalanx against the Thracians. Oh man, that is a hell of a fight if I've ever seen one. Come on, boys. Let's bring Alexander forward here.
At your service.
We need his assistance.
Speed.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
I don't like the fact the enemy's flanking us here. Where's that damn cavalry? We can go ahead and relieve that unit right now. It's an easy steal. Good old Thessalians. You know, we don't just have units from Macedon. These are units from all over Greece. You know, even the only units we don't have are units from Sparta. Sparta is the only current independent state under Alexander, aside from Macedon itself.
At your service.
Let's go for it, guys. This is where it has to happen, right here and right now. I'm even charging forward with Alexander himself. That's right. That's how confident I am in this attack
Our
here.
general is under attack.
And get Alexander even closer. Unfortunately, the enemy missile cavalry is actually trying to stop his charge. Fair enough, but there we go. There is our cavalry charging into the back here. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of enemies. Go, boys!
Flee the field of
For Macedon!
This is a shameful display.
We were supposed to be in phalanx formation, but I guess with these short spears, it's as good as it's going to get in terms of phalanxes. See a lot of buckling on that line. Maybe one last charge to seal the deal. And where is glorious Alexander when we need him? There he is. Okay, engaged in combat. Go ahead and boost the rally here. So we've actually got enemies on our flank. We've got to do something about that. There we go, turning with Alexander and smashing into the back here of the Thracians. Once again, they stop us with that damn missile cavalry. They want to stop our charge. They see exactly what we're going for. I don't know if the AI has taken some tweaks in this actual expansion or DLC, I should say. Excuse me, mod. Getting excited here. But man, the AI seems way better than base game. Way better. It actually reacts to what you're doing. It doesn't just let you charge recklessly into it. And Alexander is doing fine so far. I'm not concerned about him, although with this cavalry approaching, we're going to turn our attention here. Hold them off. Oh, not too bad. Got a few nice hits. These are actually our best shield units, or our best spear units. We're going to use them against the enemy cavalry, and I believe now we are open to a charge. Go for it! Submit to Alexander, and you may yet live. Look at that bloodshed. It is just vicious over here. A huge chunk of the enemy, of course, still remaining. And we've still got a few more spearman units that we're going to bring in, of course. Let's go ahead and get these guys forward, make them useful. Well, I'm not sure there's going to be much left for them to kill. We still need to close the enemy in, though. They haven't fully given up. There's another cavalry unit. Let's push them forward. We're also trying to close the gap on the enemy. A few of them retreating, but a lot of them are continuing the fight, yet our phalanx holds strong. The heavy phalanx, the Chalcaspides, these are Alexander's personal guard. Extremely loyal to him, of course, and that shows here. I'm even tempted to get out of phalanx now. That's what I'm going to do and rush into combat. So at this point, we just take our short swords out and try and kill as many of the enemy as possible. Have fun, boys. Yes! Can't wait to see the after effects of this battle. Do the same with our hoplites here. And I'm definitely not pronouncing it right. You know, the correct Greek pronunciation is said in the game, hoplites. Just sounds weird. I don't know. Like, if I'm saying something in Portuguese, I know the language, so I can sound kind of pretentious and be alright, but I'm not going to sound pretentious when I've been saying hoplites my whole life. Alright, there we go. Yeah. We're trying to kill as many as possible, guys. Keep in mind that the Thracians oppose Alexander's reign. And for us to even imagine, to even dream of taking on the Persians, we need to unify all of the Greeks under one banner, the banner of Alexander. If you guys want to see more videos in the Impera mod, especially with Alexander, let me know in the comments down below. Do you want to see me play against the Persians? Would you like to see another battle against the Greek city-states? What would you be up for? I don't know if I want to do a whole campaign here, just because we've never really done a campaign on a war game focused on ancient wars like this. I do think that this mod is worthy of a campaign, don't get me wrong, but let me know what you guys think in the comments below. You know, what kind of battles would you like to see, even if it's me as the Romans, for instance. Keep in mind, this campaign also improves Romans. Now let's take a look at the battlefield, the post-game analysis. First of all, let me know what you guys think in the comments below of how this battle went. I think it went pretty damn well for our boys. I was under the impression that our cavalry would be the deciding factor, and I think they absolutely were. Not sure if we could have beaten that mountain of Thracians, which is now lying beneath our feet, unless we had those consistent cavalry charges. And of course, it wasn't just like a cavalry charge that worked immediately. We had to keep recharging, if that makes sense. Look at this, man. They are just dead everywhere. Only a few of our cav taking hits, but they certainly did take hits. And it looks like the enemy general is still out here running around. I want to try to catch up with him, but I think he's probably going to take off before that occurs. More little skirmishes here. One of the men dying right now.
Orders understood.
That's what you get, Thracians. This land is for Alexander only.
Push them back.
Look at those spears, quite vicious. The battle's not yet over just because of that unit. Don't feel great about letting the Thracian get away, but, you know, at this point, he knows he's been beaten. That's what is important. You can see even his nobles' cloaks are stained with blood. I don't know why he's celebrating. We're coming to kill him. This phalanx is ready. I doubt he'll actually charge us, but we'll do it just in case. And we are advancing with the cavalry, of course. But I think it's going to take quite a while for them to actually get all the way over here. He might try to retreat before that happens, or might just end the battle. Look at that. They seem pretty confident. To war, boys. To war.
Into flying wedge formation.
Flying wedge. The only thing I will not give a flying wedge is Alexander. I'm just going to keep him in a standard formation, try to get behind the enemy.
At the double!
We are going to try and kill that general. I'm sorry, folks. I'm vengeful enough to try. Look at Alexander's personal guard just rushing out there. Incredible how they just overwhelm the enemy. Going in all directions to get all the kills possible. He had to have been killed there. I don't think that general will be bothering us too much anymore. There we go. The enemy general is dead. one of these. Possibly this guy here with the nice armor. Oh, maybe that guy. I think he looks more like the general. Alright, folks, it's time to see the battle results here. Let's quit that battle. A close victory. Hey, I'll take it. And it looks like, see, the enemy had many more men deployed than... Hit that like button and obviously subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Thanks so much, folks. Catch you in the next one. I think enslave.
Your next command?